It's officially a win streak, 2 in a row. Let's go. So the Pelicans on a second night of a back-to-back. Still no Zion, still no Yves Missi, and actually sitting this game out, Jordan Poole as well. So the starting lineup is Jeremiah Fears still, Saddiq Bey in, Trey Murphy, Kevon Looney, Herb Jones. I was hoping to see Derik Queen starting, but we'll see plenty of them in the game. It's fine. So the Pelicans get off to a great start. They go up 9-0 to start out the game and then 13-3. So with Zion and Jordan Poole out, you kind of wonder where's the offense going to come from. And in this game, you'll see right here, actually, Saddiq Bey ended up being the highest scorer for the Pelicans, and he was lights out. He was on fire. Saddiq Bey shot 9 of 14 from the field and 4 of 6 from 3. And I don't know what it is with Zion out. Obviously, they've won both of the games without him. I've got kind of my own theory of why it feels a little bit different, why the team plays a little bit different with him out. And I want to run it by you guys, see what you think. Maybe comment down below if you agree with me or if you think I might be wrong. What I noticed when Zion has the ball in the first 6 games of the season, right? When he has the ball and he starts dribbling and trying to kind of ISO someone, even though he is a very capable passer, you kind of start to see the other players stop to move. Like they feel like they're not going to get the ball from Zion when he's in that zone. And more often than not, he's not passing it unless it's a bailout pass, like he just gets met with a wall and stopped at the rim. While having highly efficient scorer like Zion is a good thing, sometimes it feels like he's feeling more like a black hole this season than anything else. Like he's not really the offensive hub that Derik Queen is, for example. And that's what I think the difference is. There's a stark contrast when Derik Queen's in the game. The offense feels so much more natural because they get him the ball and people are running around moving because they know he's capable of making those passes and looking and willing to make those passes, and that's kind of his first option. And it even impacts the defense of the opposing team because when Derik Queen has the ball and all these people are moving around and cutting, the opposing defense oftentimes is trying to predict what Derik Queen's going to do with his passes because they view him as a pass first guy as well. You can see, he's looking around, scanning the floor. So when they're trying to guard him, they almost lose focus on him sometimes, and he can spin, get his own shot. We'll see a great example of that later here in the game. Oh man, it was so nice to see the Pelicans win this game for a couple reasons. Obviously, we need the W's at this point. But number 2, a couple guys. PJ Washington was one of them, and D'Angelo Russell on the Mavericks. We're talking so much smack, specifically to the rookies, bro. And that's what like, it bothers me when it's to the rookies. Like, they were both getting into it with Jeremiah Fears and at Derik Queen at one point. So it just feels so good for the rookies to shut them up and get the W. So like I said, Saddiq Bey was a stud in this game. He shot it awesome. And look at this. He just backs people down. He's actually got a nice post-up game. You don't think of him as a post player at all, right? But if he gets a smaller defender, he'll back him down every time. And he's good at those little mid-hooks. Herb Jones with a beautiful floater here. Oof, that's so nice. A little Euro step. Oh, this was the best shot. Oh my gosh. So kind of the point I was saying earlier, Zion being out these 2 games has given some runway for other players to shine. Specifically Derik Queen, right? Number 1 is just got more minutes. But number 2, when Derik Queen's out there, he's truly an offensive hub. I don't think Zion is truly an offensive hub. He's an attack first guy. One thing I want to highlight about Derik Queen too is over the last 2 games, and mind you, in this game he played 25 minutes. Last game he played 18 minutes. In the last 2 games, he has 7 steals combined. He had 4 against Charlotte, and then he got 3 here against Dallas. And that's with so many people saying that he's not going to be a good defender, right? And I think people, just because he's a little bit undersized, a little bit less athletic for a big man, people assume that he's not going to be a good defender. But in reality, while he might not be the most vertical in his defense, his hands are incredible. He's in passing lanes. He's anticipates things really well. He stays vertical and, holds his ground when people try and drive on him. And oftentimes that's enough to deter a shot, even though he's not, jumping 10 feet off the ground to get a block. Oh, look at this Derik Queen. Ooh, spin move. Absolutely loses Klay Thompson. He's laughing. The bench is laughing. I think even Willie Green was out there laughing. And Jose Alvarado ended up with 13 points, 8 rebounds, believe it or not. So I said in one of my earlier videos, Trey was having a hard time getting to the basket. But in this game, he did a little bit better, like you see right there. He had some nice moves. He's starting to look a little bit more comfortable with his handle. He's able to get past guys a little bit better than the first few games. Herb with the steal. It was so good. And then it looks like Cooper's going to block him here, but no, he lays it in. And 1. Hawkins with the steal. He played really good this game, actually, and I was surprised because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not the biggest Jordan Hawkins fan. Here he goes again. He was good. He was good. He's just normally such a liability on defense. Like, if you get him one-on-one, you can always get past him. That's a fact. Off the bench, 9 points. We'll take that all the time. And 2 steals. See, look at that. So there's Derik Queen with the steal. It's like he doesn't have to jump for that. He's just got good hands. So the Pelicans, obviously, they've won their last 2 games, right? We're finally feeling, that relief off of our shoulders as fans, off of their shoulders as players. But let's not act like they're beating great teams. They beat Charlotte without LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, and then in this game they beat kind of a bad Dallas team without Anthony Davis, who's their best player, without Kyrie Irving, who's not going to be back till later in the season. While we can celebrate the wins, we'll really have to see how it translates into playing some of these better teams. They've got a brutal 5-game homestand coming up. Let me just tell you the teams are going to have to play in this homestand. Phoenix, that'll be fine. Phoenix is bad. Portland, who's actually been pretty good, they're 5-3. The Lakers, who are hot right now, they're 7-2. Golden State, 5-4, but they're probably even a little bit better than their record shows. They lost some close games. And then OKC again at home. And we all know how OKC is. They finally lost their first game. They're 8-1. So I was yapping. Let's watch the end of this game. So Pelicans go up by 6 in this fourth quarter, and they maintain a lead for first time in a long time. The Mavericks were really desperate for some offense, and it kind of had to go through Cooper Flagg. He's really the only one out there that was creating offense. So it's a 1-point game. Pelicans up. Saddiq Bey. Beautiful, man. He was so good this game. All right, so still 1-point game. Derik Queen takes it. Somehow misses this dunk, but it was such a good move. He gets fouled. He legitimately fouled. He was pretty upset at himself. But he goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Sinks the first one. He's been shooting free throws okay for the season, about 75%, 78% in that range. Yeah, there you go, 76%. He actually misses the second one. Herb Jones almost gets the rebound, but Dallas gets a chance at it. It's a 2-point game. They have 10 seconds. Final shot. They get it to Cooper Flagg. Does that shot look familiar to anybody else? It reminds me of March Madness. Amazing rebound. Skies for it. Game over. Derik Queen played high school ball with Cooper Flagg, so they do a jersey exchange. They're buddies. So let's keep it short, you guys. I mean, it was a good game. They competed hard the whole time. Derik Queen was awesome again. I hope he keeps getting more minutes. He went from 18 against Charlotte, 25 this game. Honestly, I could see him starting. Kevon Looney was fine, but Derik Queen just adds another dimension to this team. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts next game, but that is if Yves Missy's still going to be out. Other bright spots, Saddiq Bey. A lot of people looked at Saddiq Bey as kind of a throw-in to the Jordan Poole trade. I think it's mostly because they forgot about him because he had that, I believe he tore his ACL and he was out for basically an entire season. But people forget when he was in Detroit, he was really good. He had a 50-point game back in the day. So good to see him performing well, feeling good. Like this is the first basketball he's played in over a year. Really happy for Saddiq. Everybody else looked solid. I mean, there's nothing really to complain about in this game. Now we just got to translate this momentum and this energy into some really tough games coming up on the schedule. So Pelicans' next game is against the Spurs on Saturday. So it's actually going to be a couple of days. They'll have a few days off. As always, I'll be back with another video then for you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. At time of recording, we're at 37 subscribers, which is amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, comment down below what you think about Derik Queen kind of running the offense a little bit better than Zion, in my opinion. Leave a like on this video. Share with your friends. Share with other Pelicans fans. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on Saturday. Peace.